In the ultimate battle of the space billionaires, there are two names that come up time and time again: Richard Branson and Elon Musk. These two visionaries are leading the charge into the final frontier, with their respective companies, Virgin Galactic and SpaceX, racing to make commercial spaceflight a reality. So who's winning the space race? Is it Branson, the thrill-seeking adventurer with a flair for bold ideas? Or is it Musk, the mad scientist turned billionaire with dreams of making humanity a multiplanetary species? Grab your space helmets, folks! We're about to launch into a cosmic comparison between Virgin Galactic and SpaceX, and trust us, this is one intergalactic showdown you don't want to miss. 1. The visionaries behind the vision. First, let's meet our contenders. On one side, we have Sir Richard Branson, British entrepreneur, founder of Virgin Group, and all-around iconoclast. Branson's not just a businessman, he's a man on a mission to make space travel as accessible as a Virgin Atlantic flight from London to New York. If you've ever imagined yourself floating weightlessly among the stars, it's Branson's Virgin Galactic that could make that dream come true. But wait, on the other side we have Elon Musk, one of the most famous names in tech today, and not just because of his Twitter antics. Elon's company SpaceX has already achieved things that sound like they're straight out of a sci-fi movie: reusable rockets, space stations, and, oh, just casually planning to send humans to Mars. No big deal. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but what's the difference between these two and their space companies? Well, let's dive in. 2. The space mission. What's at stake? So, what are these space tycoons aiming for? The end goal for both is to revolutionize space travel, but they have very different visions. For Branson, the dream is simple: tourism. Virgin Galactic's mission is to make space accessible to civilians, offering a brief, albeit thrilling trip above Earth's atmosphere. The idea is to launch commercial flights where people can experience weightlessness and gaze at the Earth from space, all for the price of a small fortune. It's the kind of trip that screams, "I've made it," without having to go to Mars. And then there's Musk. For Elon, space is not just a playground for the rich. SpaceX is all about exploration and colonization. Musk wants to see humanity living on other planets, specifically Mars. That means not just trips to the edge of space, but actual missions that push the boundaries of human life beyond Earth. SpaceX isn't content with just a quick space selfie. It's about making interplanetary travel the next big thing. So if Branson's offering you the VIP space lounge and a quick spin above Earth, Musk's got his sights set on taking you to Mars, all while running the first interplanetary convenience store. 3. Innovation. Who's pushing the boundaries? Okay, enough about the big ideas. Let's talk about the innovation. Who's actually pushing the limits of space travel? Branson's Virgin Galactic has had a bit of a bumpy ride. Sure, they've made history by flying to space with paying customers, but the company's road to commercial flights hasn't been exactly smooth. There's been delays, setbacks, and technical issues that have kept Virgin Galactic grounded longer than expected. But Branson's team has stuck with it, and the company is now working to make space tourism a reality, just a little slower than originally planned. Branson's rocket is more like the luxury cruise ship of space travel. You're not necessarily breaking speed records, but you're getting there with style, just a few hiccups along the way. On the other hand, Musk's SpaceX has a track record of serious innovation. SpaceX was the first private company to send astronauts to the International Space Station, and they did it using the Falcon 9, the reusable rocket that has turned rocket launches into a much cheaper and sustainable endeavor. SpaceX's reusable rockets have saved millions of dollars and changed the entire economics of space travel. Musk has even redefined what's possible in terms of space missions. Mars. It's not just a dream. Musk has concrete plans and ambitions to make it a reality. SpaceX isn't just aiming for the stars, they're making the stars more affordable and practical, and that's what sets them apart. Their innovation isn't just in the tech, but in how they've revolutionized the entire space industry. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the tech behind their respective rockets. How do Virgin Galactic's VSS Unity and SpaceX's Starship stack up against each other? First, Virgin Galactic's VSS Unity is a spaceplane, a rocket-powered aircraft that takes off from Earth, flies through space for a few minutes, then glides back to a runway landing. It's designed for suborbital flights, meaning it doesn't reach full space. It just takes a quick jaunt past the Kármán line, the boundary between Earth's atmosphere and outer space. space. Meanwhile, SpaceX's Starship is designed for orbital flights. It's a fully reusable spacecraft that can carry both cargo and people beyond Earth's orbit, potentially all the way to the Moon and Mars. The Starship's design is more ambitious, as it's built for interplanetary travel, not just a quick joyride. So while Branson's spaceship is like a luxury limo taking you to the edge of space, Musk's is more like the Starship Enterprise, ready to boldly go where no one has gone before. 4. The business model now. Let's take a look at the money side of things. After all, space exploration isn't exactly a budget-friendly hobby. Branson's Virgin Galactic has raised a lot of cash, but much of it has come from wealthy investors who want to get in on the space tourism action. The ticket price for a flight with Virgin Galactic is currently around $450,000. Yes, that's $500,000 to go to space for a few minutes. It's a luxury product for those who want to take their Instagram photos in zero gravity and say they've been to space. Now, unless you've got a Scrooge McDuck-sized vault of money lying around, you might want to skip that trip for now. SpaceX, on the other hand, is way more diversified. Sure, they have contracts with NASA and other space agencies, but they've also figured out how to make money in space. From launching satellites to building the Starlink internet network to potential space tourism through their Starship program, SpaceX's business model is multi-layered. Musk is not just relying on sending tourists to the edge of space. He's looking at long-term profit from interplanetary ventures. Elon's basically saying, let's make space work for everyone, from space tourists to satellite companies, and, oh yeah, also the future of humanity. 5. The future. What lies ahead? So what does the future hold for these two space moguls? For Branson and Virgin Galactic, the goal is to perfect commercial space tourism. The company's upcoming launches aim to make space accessible to more people, though probably still the ultra-wealthy, for the foreseeable future. For Musk, the future is more ambitious and bigger. Musk wants to see humans living on Mars. SpaceX has already begun work on Starship, which will be capable of interplanetary travel. The idea is to build a fleet of reusable spacecraft that could not only take humans to Mars, but also help colonize the Red Planet. So while Branson's aiming for a thrilling space getaway, Musk's playing the long game, thinking about a new home for humanity on Mars. Conclusion, who's winning the space race? So who's leading the space race? Well, let's settle it once and for all. If you're looking for luxurious space tourism, Branson's Virgin Galactic offers just that. For the rich and adventurous, Virgin Galactic is the ultimate bucket list experience. A brief, thrilling trip to the edge of space. But let's be honest, it's still a luxury experience, and not exactly something you can do on a whim, unless you're really rich. Sure, you'll be floating in zero gravity for a few minutes, but let's face it, it'll cost you as much as a luxury car. Or a small house. Now, if you're looking for innovative interplanetary dreams, Musk and SpaceX are playing the long game. Musk is focused on the future of humanity, with plans to send humans to Mars, make space travel affordable, and even build a self-sustaining colony on another planet. SpaceX is the company thinking about the future of life beyond Earth, not just a quick joyride through the cosmos. While Branson is showing us a preview of space, Musk is planning humanity's next big adventure, living on Mars. In the end, Branson's making space tourism happen right now, but Musk's thinking about what comes next for all of us. So which path are you most excited about? The luxury escape or the future of interplanetary life? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this cosmic showdown. The space race is heating up, and the next few years will be out of this world.